welcome to our very first installment of All Things Football. And of course, we hope that this channel takes us places and gets a fantastic viewership and traction going forward. Of course, myself, I'm Riaz, ardent Manchester United fan, football fan first, and I always go by the moniker of being an unbiased United fan. The rest of the guys can introduce themselves one by one. Sal, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, let's cover the Man United supporters. We are, as Riaz always mentions to us in the group, we're a quadrant of Man United fans, and then we have a lot of anti-United fans in our group as well. But as for myself, I usually have the less popular opinion on the way the club is run, and sometimes a bit too harsh the way I come across. So yeah, hope to share my views on the channel. I'll hand over to Wasim.
Thanks, Al. I'm the only Newcastle and underdog supporter in the group. The other guys are all supporting top clubs, if I should put it in that way. Guys that are used to success. I have not tasted success since I've been a Newcastle fan, and that's only been 25 years. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Always been living in the hard times in terms of football. But yeah, still a big Newcastle fan and following football all my life.
Hi everybody, my name is Imraan. I'm an ardent Liverpool fan. What a time to be alive, to be a Liverpool fan and a supporter. I can't tell you the stress and the suffering that I took for years being a Liverpool fan. And I must say, to all the United fans or to all the opposition, it is a great opportunity or great time to be a Liverpool Football Club fan. I'd like to share a lot of this upcoming news or this channel with you guys, and I'm looking forward to all the content that we're going to be sharing.
Awesome.
Just think of course, with January, as Ferguson used to say, it's quickly bum time. It's a time to, try and watch. So, Sal, just give us your opinion on the Bruno Fernandes transfer saga that's going on at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of the news around the Bruno Fernandes transfer was that United had made a complete U-turn since the previous transfer window, and that they do in fact want him now. We all know that they always wanted him, but they were probably just didn't want to dig up the extra bit of money. So what's happening now is a funny bit of news actually from Portugal, and I don't know how true it is that Sporting Lisbon actually wanted to keep him for the derby that they're playing this coming weekend against Benfica, I think. So that's odd that a club just wanted to keep a player just for one extra game. But he's probably that influential that they want to hang on to him. That's as much as I know about the Bruno Fernandes transfer, and I do know that the agent's been pushing for a move for a while. I think it's Mendes, and the club themselves, they obviously definitely want the player, and the player also is very keen to join United. So yeah, it seems like a match made in heaven, but we have yet to see anything over the line from Old Trafford.
You guys are going through a massive injury toll at the moment. So any news on Newcastle at the moment and the way forward?
We've gotten a few of our players back this week. In terms of our players, our key players, Jamal Lascelles, our captain, he returned. He started the FA Cup game on Tuesday, and he got through 60 minutes before he was replaced. So that is good news. Matt Ritchie also returned, so he also got through about 60, 70 minutes. So that's two good news stories as far as Newcastle is concerned. And then two other players have also returned to training this week, Saint Maximum and also Fabian Shaw. So it looks like our injured players are starting to come back. But I think I'm not sure if that's going to make an effect with regards to our transfer business, because I think we still need a few players, a striker to help with the goals in terms of Joe Linton. But then also in terms of getting a midfielder, as we need some sort of defensive midfielder. So I think a lot of that will go down to the wire and go down to the end of the transfer window where some deals will then become reality.
And I have to ask Imraan, Imraan, I mean, does your squad even need improving the way you guys are playing at the moment? You're absolutely unbeatable. Club seems to be making use of the entire squad very well. So, is there any transfer news coming in for Liverpool in January? And also just touch a bit on your expectation of the massive weekend game against United at Anfield.
Look, apart from Minamino that joined us in January, I think Liverpool are tracking Kai Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is a attacking midfielder or winger. But knowing Klopp, he can play in various positions in the front three or just behind the front three. I know we have some injuries like Fabinho, I think Matip as well, but I think they might be joining the squad. I wouldn't start him. There's no need to rush him in the game. Liverpool's obviously playing at home and they're full of confidence. I expect Ole to play a tight game. He knows how difficult it is to come to Anfield, and you know, like you say, Ferguson always. I wanted to mention your squeaky bum time moment. So I'm expecting a tough game for United. Going in with Liverpool being full of confidence, I can only see a Liverpool win. For United, they're definitely going to play a counter-attacking game. So if they do score first, which I don't think they would because Liverpool's hard on form, they've kept 6 clean sheets in a row. We full on form. Our attackers really want to hurt United, and let's look back. I think the only team that has actually taken points off Liverpool is United. But then again, that came off the back of an international break. But I definitely think that this time is going to be a tough game for United, and I expect a 3-0 whopping.
Imraan,
Yeah, that's from me.
I believe Shaqiri was intending to leave out on loan. I don't know how true those rumors were. Do you know anything about that?
It's a good one. I don't think that will ever happen. I do think our squad is quite thin in terms of squad depth at this moment. So we do need attacking options, and going into the second half of the season, we'll definitely need the likes of Shaqiri, especially with the FA Cup games and the Champions League. So that's definitely not going to happen. And I don't think the quality of Shaqiri going would be crazy. It would be a downfall for Liverpool.
Riaz, I actually wanted to ask your views. Mr. Rashford went off injured yesterday, and he might actually miss the Liverpool game. What was Oli thinking, or what is your views on that?
So, Ole's decision making has come under a lot of scrutiny during the course of the season. So I think this is going to be another situation where people are going to question his decision making in game. I think Rashford is going to be a big blow. I haven't followed up on what the diagnosis is of how severe the injury is, but a lot of people are assuming he's this weekend. So he's scored a lot of our goals. He's been fundamental to our attack. So it's already a difficult game at Anfield with him in the side. So it will be even more difficult with him out of the side.
Yeah. Riaz, here's a joke for you. The news actually came in earlier that our club captain, Mr. Ashley Young, signed for Inter Milan. So we lost our club captain and our club's leading goal scorer this season.
He should have been gone a long time ago. So, that's long overdue.
I know for sure.
We wish him well. Just the way he left the club and the fact that he asked to not be in the matchday squad last week leaves a bit of a sour taste in the mouth. So, but all best to Ashley Young. So just to wrap up, Wasim, you got a big game this weekend against Chelsea at home. Your prediction?
I think it should be a good game. We on the back of 3 defeats and a draw, so we are due a win. But I think Chelsea have also had a bit of an up and down run, so I would think it's going to be a good game. So I'll actually go for a draw in this game. I think Chelsea will give us a good game, but I think we'll be up for it as well. So I think I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Okay, and then just lastly, before we wrap up, Sal, your prediction on our game at Anfield. I think I know what you're going to say, but go ahead.
Yeah, it looks very bleak. I expect us to probably just try and stifle Liverpool's attack and then try and counter attack. But I don't see us preventing the triple threat of Salah, Mane, and Firmino up front. It's going to be hard to do, especially since Slabber is missing as well. But yeah, I'm probably going with. I'd really like to say a draw, but I think Liverpool's probably going to edge it.
Yeah, I think so too. Could get ugly even if we're not up for the game. But guys, I want to thank you very much for your time and for coming onto the channel to wrap up our first installment. So that's a wrap on the first installment of the All Things Football TV show, and we look forward to bringing you more videos and bringing you a review after this game week is done. From myself, Riaz Hamed, thank you so much. Sahil and Wasim, Imraan as well, thank you so much, guys.